Hello, my name is Kurt, and today I'm going to be talking about meditation techniques. Because I get a lot of messages through YouTube, through Facebook, through even in person. People ask me when they find out that I meditate and whatnot. They always ask me like, "Oh, what do you do? Like, how do you sit? What position do you sit in? Like, what? How do you place your hands? How do you breathe? How do you do this? How do you do that? Like, what should I wear? What should I, what should I do to prepare for it and whatnot?" And yeah, so I'm gonna, talk about that a little bit. But first I wanted to apologize for being gone from YouTube for a while. But I've been dabbling a lot in alchemy, and I've been making, crazy stuff, full spectrum alkaloid extracts from blue lotus, and I've been just, dabbling a lot in alchemy and the symbiotic relationships between plants and human beings. And that's a very interesting topic, especially alchemy. Like, it's crazy, profound. Like, I'm just going to talk a little bit about it. Like, Alexander Shulgin, or Sasha Shulgin, the creator or the father of MDMA, I watched a video where he said that alchemy, being the basic form of chemistry, was not only the basic form of chemistry, but also the most basic form of meditation. Through alchemy, you can meditate. It's a spiritual, how should I say it? Spiritual journey through your alchemical procedures, through your spagyrical extracts, through your, distillation, calcination, all this, aligning with, you basically put your entire being into the plant you're working with, and you make that plant you. And then through like calcination and stuff, like, I'm just gonna sum it up. Like, if you guys don't know what calcination is, it's like pretty much burning the remainder of the plant at like very, very high temperatures until it becomes like a very white ash, and then you do other stuff with that. But the point is, when you're doing that, you're not only burning the plant, like, you're putting all the negativity of your life, all the negative aspects, like, you're putting your entire self into that plant while you're basically torching it. And through that, when you put your entire being into it, not only does it make the whole procedure, way more spiritually, you get more spiritually in tune, you advance spiritually. It's a form of meditation. It's a very complicated form of meditation, but it's also basic. And it's very hard to explain, but, the stuff that I made is extremely, extremely potent. I didn't believe it at all. Like, I thought, oh yeah, it's just another tincture or this and that, but man, that's crazy. But I'm gonna leave that for another video. But one thing I wanted to throw in this video right quick is that, I may sound a little slow, a little tired or whatnot, like I don't want to do this or whatever, but it's not because of that. It's just because I did like an hour of yoga and exercises, plus I took one of my latest creations, which is an extract of holy basil, or it's called Tulsi in India, I think. It's a very, very interesting, beautiful, spiritual ally of mine that I discovered quite a while ago, but I recently got very into it, and it's very good for meditation and spiritual quests, and also for stuff like insomnia, depression. It's overall, it's an adaptogen, so it helps your body tolerate stress, but it's also good for digestion, for circulation. The list goes on and on. It's regarded as a holy plant in somewhere in India. I think they actually worship the plant as like a god almost, because it's used for almost everything. Like, it's almost a cure-all, and it's crazy. But yeah, sorry for my long departure from YouTube, but just wanted to share what I was doing. It's not, you know, and also I need to get I need to have inspiration to make these videos. If I don't have inspiration, then the videos don't turn out the same way. You know, like I find it pointless because the videos would lack that sort of personality, that sort of, you know, spontaneity or something. I don't know how to say that, but you know, all this stuff is from the top of my head, and it's like I'm like downloading it from like the cosmic computer or something, and that usually doesn't happen to me very often. So whenever I get that inspiration or whatever, then I make a video. But yeah, anyway, this video is gonna be forever. Again, like all my other videos that I wanted to make like 5 minutes long, they end up being like 30 minutes. But yeah, primary point of this video is meditation. How do I do it? Now, you know, there's no one way to meditate. Everybody has their own unique variety, whatever. Like, there's cookie cutter ways of meditation, and like one recipe, so to speak, because meditation is a very simple yet complex practice. But what it boils down to is that everybody has their own thing. I could just show you the ropes, so to speak. I could show you the basic form of it, and then you could adapt and change, you know, improvise a situation any way you see fit to make your experience better. So that's what I'm throwing out there. This is not the way. I am not Buddha. I am not, you know, the enlightened master to tell you this is how you have to meditate and that's it. Even Buddha himself said that even if I say something, or it's like, no, he said, like, no matter what I say or who says something, don't like believe it if it doesn't I forgot the quote, but if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't work in your rational mind, so to speak. So don't listen to what other people say, no matter who they are, like, unless, you know, it works, not works for you, but it gives you more understanding towards a situation or something like that. But yeah, anyway, I just butchered that whole thing that I had planned out. but yes, this is what I do. First of all, I have this thing. It's like a pillow, but it has a name. It's called a zabuton, I think. I'm not sure, because there's this other big long pillow that goes under this, and it's called either a zabuton or a zafu. So this could be either a zafu or a zabuton. I'm not sure. I haven't researched before the video, because I never research before a video. I just do everything spontaneously. So yeah, it's basically a pillow type of thing that you put under, you sit on it basically, because it makes the situation a lot more comfortable, and it does something else. It like aligns your spinal structure and whatnot to be more straight or something. And you know, it's very comfortable. Like, you can sit on the floor and everything like that, but like for me, like when I do, like, I usually sit in meditation for like hours and hours, and like, you know, I forget, you know, I drift off. Like, hours, seconds, minutes, it's all the same to me. Time does not exist when I get into that state. So that's not the important thing. The thing is, like, extended durations, it's best to sit on one of these things because it's the most comfortable. No, it's not, and you know, pain can be distracting and whatnot, so do yourself a favor, buy one of these. But like, if you're getting hardcore into it, like, not hardcore, but like daily practice or whatever, then I highly recommend one of these. But you don't really need it. Like, you could honestly just like fold a blanket or grab a pillow or something along those means and basically use it the same way you would use this thing. But I find this thing to be a lot better. But yeah, just find something to sit on to elevate your torso, I guess, your body, and you know, straighten out your spine, expand the chest cavity so breathing becomes easier, all that stuff. And yeah, now I'm gonna move on to leg position. Now, there's many leg positions. A lot of people sit like this. I personally, most of the time, I sit like this, one leg over here, half lotus it's called. It's the best for me. But like, there's also full lotus. Hold on, let me try to pull this off. I'm in jeans, by the way. But don't try this. Don't attempt this. You need to be really, really flexible and really experienced kind of to pull this off. Sorry, I'm in pain. But yeah, like, this is how the Buddha would sit under the Bodhi tree. But this is very painful for extended durations, and, I think it works better, but if you could tolerate the pain, then it's definitely better, but don't put yourself through this type of pain, like, in the beginning. This is, like, for more advanced stuff, so to speak, so yeah. There's different, like, positions. There's not really one. Like I said, I use this one, the half lotus. It's the easiest and the best for me. It works fine. A lot of people complain that their legs go numb when they meditate. Well, that's kind of the whole point of sitting like this. Well, not only that, because, sitting like this, it redirects the blood flow, because your blood won't flow into your legs anymore because you're basically cutting it off. So it flows into the more vital portions of your body, like your lungs, your liver, your heart, your like, it's a very nice purifying experience for the body. It's very healthy because your blood is rushing through to parts that it really needs to be, that it usually doesn't get there frequently or something like that. I don't know. That's just my whole thing on it. But yeah, the whole point is that, a lot of people complain about the numbness of in their legs. Well, then, the whole point of meditation is to lose awareness of this physical vessel, so to speak. First you lose feeling in your legs, then you lose feeling in your mid-torso, then you lose feelings in your upper torso, and eventually you are not a body anymore. Your body's paralyzed, left behind, and you are you. You're not your body, you are your consciousness, your being, your mind. So once the body's left behind, this machine, so to speak, then you could realize the true nature of your spirituality, and that's when you go really, really deep and have all these crazy experiences, because you're not worrying about your body anymore. You're not worrying about the itching here or the grumbling in your stomach or anything. It's gone, But it takes a lot of effort to get there. A lot of effort of just sitting there through the pain, just letting it go. Letting it go like a breeze on a summer day. But yeah, that's the leg posture. Personally, I enjoy sitting like this. Try it out. If it works for you, go for it. If not, improvise. You could even meditate lying down or whatever. I'm not here to tell you what to do, but a lot of people ask what my personal thing is. And my personal thing has worked for me for a couple of years now, so. And yeah, hand positions. There's different mudras, they're called. Like, some people sit like this, their fingers like this. Some people sit, do like different mudras, like lotus mudra, and they sit like this. Some people do like, like this, like this, like this. There's so many possibilities, but in the end, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. Well, each mudra has a different significant purpose, of course, but, the basic mudra that I recommend to beginners, and I used to use all the time, I still use it most frequently, is the basic mudra. It goes like this. I forgot the name. Like I said, I don't research these things. I just go with the flow. But yeah, you basically put your hands together, left hand over the right hand, connect the thumbs and make like this little triangle type of thing. Place this, let it rest upon your groin, so to speak. And that's the hand position. And it's very comfortable. Relax the shoulders, and just sit. And that's the perfect hand position for me. Works great because, like, over here, my hands are like stretched, my arms are stretched, and like feels uncomfortable, and like I'm worrying about my fingers. Like here, it's like boom, that's it. But yeah, that's the hand position. Now, breathing. A lot of people find this tricky in the beginning, but excuse me, but you might see I'm gonna have to show my lower abdomen here. But yeah, like I'll show you the true way to breathe, but not a lot of people could do this. You're not supposed to breathe through through the chest, through the lung area, like you normally breathe. Like the proper way of breathing in meditation is through the dantian, or the I forgot what it's called, diaphragm. The diaphragm, or like the lower portion of your torso. So yeah, like normally you breathe up here in your chest area, but when you meditate, you have to take long, deep breaths through here. Watch how my stomach just collapses. I know it looks crazy. It looks crazy and nasty, but... And then... See that? Right there. And I don't really exhale all the way. Like there's always a gap or an indentation that's going on here when you're using the diaphragm. So see what I mean? And I usually breathe in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, or you could just, whatever pattern works for you. In through the nose, out through the nose, but I like doing in through the nose, out through the mouth. It gets the whole breathing thing going. But as you can see, I'm getting relaxed as hell already from this meditation, and my voice is changing, and yeah, I'm drifting off. But that's the breathing. Breathe with the dantian, diaphragm, lower abdomen. Basically, remind yourself that normal breathing is based around the chest cavity, and that's not good for meditation purposes. Like, if you can't, then use your lungs. You know, you use your lungs anyway. You use any normal breathing pattern. But the way to get like very, very deep into your meditation is to slow down your breathing pattern and breathe properly through the diaphragm, because that's the proper way we're supposed to breathe. Have you ever seen a baby? Like, if you ever see a baby, its stomach goes up and down, not its chest cavity. Like when it's sleeping or whatever, like even normally, like the baby breathes through its lower abdomen. Like you see its stomach move up and down, up and down, up and down. So babies know better than we do. But yeah, anyway, like I said, nice, long, deep breaths. And eventually, when you meditate longer and longer, like your breathing pattern will slow down, and eventually it'll feel like you're not breathing at all. Like there will be no breath, but but I assure you there is, and that's like the deepest levels of meditation. You forget entirely about everything, your breathing and everything. You become, the whole point is you have to become your breath in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the only thoughts going through your head are those numbers. No, you don't even need numbers. Just be aware of breathing in, breathing out. You are your breath at that moment in meditation. Nothing else matters. Like I said, things will pop into your head like, oh, I'm hungry, my leg itches, you know, like, oh, like, wonder if that girl's ever gonna call me, or like, wonder if she likes me, and like, you know, oh, I got bills to pay, oh, I got a test tomorrow, and this and that. No, sorry, it's not gonna work. Throw it all the way out. Throw it into the trash can. Leave it at the door, so to speak. Put the thoughts on a shelf somewhere, and just keep your natural awareness. Become your breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, This is how I meditate. 11, 12, 13, 14. Shoulders relaxed. Do not tense your shoulders up like this. It won't work. Shoulders relaxed, like spine erect, not hunched over, not like to the side, whatever. Erect, very, very straight up posture. It opens up the chest cavity, allows the breathing to be easier. If you sit like this, breathing's harder. Try it. You sit like this with an open chest cavity, breathing is a breeze. Yes, erect posture,